Hi everybody, Donna Irvin here again with you today for my Big Tip Friday. And this week I want to talk to you about 5 ways that you can disconnect from your day. And this is so important for entrepreneurs to do because as you know, if you're an entrepreneur like myself, you probably find yourself working long hours, getting a lot of things done on your task list, and you keep going, you keep pushing yourself because if you love what you do, it is hard to stop. Okay, I know I find myself doing that. I love what I do, and sometimes it does not feel like work to me. So I have to really force myself to disconnect from my day, all right? And I'm going to share with you these 5 tips. And what I think, sometimes when you get into your day, you wake up, you get busy, you do all this stuff, you find out it's really late in the evening, and then you're like, okay, you finally get to sleep. And then you wake up the next morning and you're exhausted, right? I'm sure you've had those days where that happens because we have our families to take care of, we have our businesses to take care of. And then when you combine things in your day like errands and chores, maybe putting out you have an emergency that comes up, or you got to take your child to the doctor, anything like that, just makes the day so chaotic. And if you do not take that time to disconnect, you will pay the price. Okay, let me tell you. So the first thing that I think is really, really important for everybody to do is set an end time for your day. So you know how if you make your task list and you have different things to do, set a time when you're going to stop, okay? Now, if you are working a full-time job or even a part-time job and you are working your business on the side when you get home, you want to come up with a start time and you still want to come up with an end time for your business, because you want to have time for your family. You want to have time to sit down and relax and maybe watch some TV or something like that before you head off to bed. So that is so important, is set an end time. Now, I have a challenge with this myself, I will admit, because there are times I will find myself, in fact, I did this the other night. I ended up not realizing, I looked at the clock and it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have been working on my business stuff that long, and I didn't even realize it. So I did, I slip once in a while, and I really thought, well, I'm just going to get in a shower and go to bed. And I did, and guess what? My mind raced all night long. I could not sleep and I should know better, because I didn't take that time to wind down at the end of the day. So it happens to everybody. It still happens to me, guys. I still have to discipline myself. So number 2 is you want to unplug. And what I mean by that is our nifty little cell phones that we have. We want to unplug from our computers. We want to unplug from our cell phones. As you know, these phones can be great, but they can also be a detriment to our health if you don't unplug. So like what I mean by that too is like, things including like your television. I know we like to watch late shows at night or something like that, but your TV, your computer, your cell phone, your tablet, anything of that nature creates what they call blue light. And the blue light of those computers is actually what keeps you up. Okay, that's what keeps your mind racing, because you need to have something that's going to produce that melatonin in the evening to wind down. So just unplug from that. Even if you do 30 minutes, guys, 30 minutes before you go to bed, do not touch your cell phone, do not have the TV on, do not look at your computer. Unplug from that, okay? Because I'll tell you right now, it'll actually help if you do that. And another thing too, I would think number 3 on my list would be find a hobby that you enjoy doing. And I'm not talking about something really rough and hard and hardcore hobby that's going to keep you like moving a lot. Find something small, like a hobby that you can do in the evening to take your mind off your work, get your mind focused on something different. Some people, it's coloring books, and I know they have coloring books for adults you can actually do and take out some colored pencils, crayons, or whatever, and you can do that. For women, maybe if you like crocheting, I know I like crocheting, I do that. And men, it depends on what you want to do, but find a hobby that you enjoy that you can do in the evening or, on your weekend to disconnect yourself from your business. Because if you do that, you're going to find that you are going to be a little bit more relaxed and you will have a better sleep if you just disconnect yourself. And number 4 is really meditation and yoga. Okay. And I know a lot of people think this is just for women. No, men and women alike can do meditation and they can do yoga. Excuse me. What I like to do is I have a program in the evening. As you guys know, I do a morning routine and an evening routine. Well, my evening routine includes deep breathing and yoga and meditation. So that'll help me wind down from my day, wind down from the evening. And it's like 30 minutes. Okay, you can do yoga 15, 20 minutes. I do a full 30 minutes and I do some stretching. I do some deep breathing and I really kind of get myself just clearing my head, trying to not, clear my head from the day and just really relax. And I know what happens for me is after I've done that, I just feel, just kind of relaxed. And I feel like I'm ready to get in the shower and drift off to sleep, and get in bed and drift off to sleep. So you want to maybe plan something. And there's a lot of stuff you can actually find on YouTube. You can go there and find meditation music, different yoga programs. You can find a whole slew of things that you can do, that you can listen to before bed. That'll really help you wind down. And number 5 would be listen to a binaural beat. And I don't know if you know what that is. Basically, during the day hours, we have what they call alpha frequencies in our brain. And that's pretty much what we have going on during our day. We're busy. Our alpha frequencies, you can look this up on the internet if you don't really know a lot about that. That's what our brain waves produce during the day because we're busy, we're doing stuff, and that's what keeps us going. The alpha waves run really high during the day. Well, if you have alpha waves running into your evening when you're trying to get to sleep, guess what? You're not going to get to sleep. And that's part of where your mind starts racing. You start thinking of all the stuff you've got to do for the next day. So we want to calm that down. And binaural beats, you can actually go on YouTube and find those as well. I do a really good one from Natalie McNeil. I'm sure you've heard of her. She's the one I mentioned before that has the Conquer Your Year Planner. She has a really good one for the evening that you can listen to for, it's like 20 minutes. And it really helps calm those alpha waves in your brain. And it creates what we call delta waves. Now, delta waves is the opposite of that. That is the where your brain is when it's not active. Like when you're sleeping, we're always active in our brain. But the delta waves are what produces more at nighttime when you're trying to sleep. So the binaural beats actually takes you from the alpha into the delta waves. Okay, I know that might be a little confusing for some of you, but look it up on the internet. It's really interesting. And I have learned to do that. And guys, I have had sleeping problems for a really long time because I've always had a challenge with my mind just working all night long and I can't get to sleep. I can't get a good night's sleep. This actually has helped me get to sleep. I can listen to this for like 20 minutes and bam, I'm like able to sleep a lot better during the evening. So check it out. I mean, it's really worth getting into and checking out. But either way, whatever you do, just remember to disconnect from your day. It is so important. It is good for your health. And as you know, the less sleep you get and the less quality sleep you get, it's really going to affect your focus. It's going to affect your concentration, and you're going to have a really challenging day trying to do your work if you don't disconnect. Okay, guys, well, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you again on my next Big Tip Friday video. So you want to stay tuned for that. And you guys have a really good day, a great weekend, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.